What's up, team? Mick Wadley here, founder at gapfunded.com, and I'm excited to have you here on a video about our Gap Funded Partner Program. There's two things we pride ourselves on here, and that's speed of execution and high touch communication. So let's look at the three C's of capital. For hard money lenders, mortgage brokers, wholesalers, real estate coaches, business brokers, CPAs, and bookkeepers. If you're working with investors or new business owners, people looking to acquire businesses, this is a system to turn stalled deals into closed ones and earn 30% commission every time. So let's get in. The money you didn't make last year. So how much did you not make because someone you were already working with ran out of cash 3 feet from the finish line? That's the borrower short on the down payment and closing costs. What about the wholesaler who couldn't post earnest money fast enough? The student who couldn't get into your course, or when they did get into your course, they knew what to do but froze because of no capital. Or even for CPAs and bookkeepers, the books looked great until working capital ran out. Every one of those was money you should have made. And so let's look at how it works. It's the same wall no matter what business model you're in. Every time you walk away with nothing. For hard money and private lenders, deal underwrites perfectly, borrowers short on down payment or reserves, you decline or watch them lose the property entirely. Either way, there's no commission check at the end of the day. For wholesalers, the buyer's locked in but short on earnest money or double closing funds. You know how that feels. For real estate coaches, maybe the student can't even get into your course, but if they do, they understand the strategy and then freeze at execution, not because of the knowledge you taught them, but because of the lack of capital. What about business coaches and brokers? Maybe they've been SBA pre-qualified, LOI signed, or it's a smaller deal. They just don't have the cash sitting liquid in their bank account. They're still 20 to 30% short of total project costs. And then for CPAs and bookkeepers, you see the cash gap coming before anyone else, and all you can say is talk to your bank, and we all know how that ends. Now, it's always one of these three things. Right now, you decline the deal, watch it die slowly, or burn hours helping them find money yourself. Either way, zero extra dollars, and almost every stalled situation comes down to exactly three things. Once you understand which one is broken, the fix is almost always available. So the three C's are, and this is what we underwrite on every time, their credit profile, cash flow in their business or their personal income, or collateral. And that could be in a home or an LLC owned investment property. So let's look at the 5 tools they can utilize here. If someone comes to me maxed out at credit cards or a business owner of drowning in MCA debt, this is almost always step one. It determines how big every other tool can go. High credit utilization and high DTI quietly kills approvals across the board. So debt consolidation rolls existing debt into one fixed payment, dropping utilization, lowering DTI, freeing up monthly cash flow for the deal, and raising credit score, often within a single reporting cycle. Utilization accounts for about 30% of your FICO score. It's the biggest lever we can pull to raise FICO within one reporting cycle, get a better approvals and better rates on their next tool. So a client who looked unfundable a month ago can qualify for 2 to 3 times the capital they thought they had access to. Before they come to us, high credit utilization, high DTI, low credit score, unfundable. After they walk away, in less than 30 days, consolidated debt, lower DTI, raised credit score, qualifying for 2 to 3 times the capital on the next 4 tools. Now they're ready for tool 2, which is rapid gap funding. This is where we can stack multiple fixed rate term loans together with no early pay down penalty once they've hit that equity milestone or stabilize the business. Once the profile's clean, or even if it's already strong, this is how we can move capital fast. So 40K funded in just 2 days, collateral required, 0, fully unsecured. We stack multiple unsecured term loans across lenders, matched to income and existing relationships, all submitted together. This covers the down payment, earnest money, closing costs, the cash they need right now to actually get to the table. And this is the tool behind Brian's 40K in 2 days. Fast, unsecured, no collateral required. And the C it solves is cash flow. Cash flow now. Once that cash flow is cleared in the bank, we can go into tool 3. Stacking on top, we've got 0% credit card stacking. 148K in under 10 days was a win we had for Mike just a few days ago. He's a fix and flipper from Phoenix. The next layer, once the immediate gap is covered, so building real spending power at 0% interest for 12 to 21 months. First, we go and stack 4 to 5 cards, business and personal. You can do a double stack if you're strategic here. Match to location, banking relationships for highest limits and longest terms. Step 2 is we liquidate. So we use plastic to pay any invoice. That could be to the title company, contractors, whatever you name it. Or if you want to use cash you pay, you can actually liquidate funds as cash in your own bank account as proof of funds. Credit becomes usable cash. Number 3, deploy. Down payments, closing costs, renovations, acquisition costs, or working capital. This is the tool behind Mike's, it should say Mike there, 148K in one run. Chris was another client, we got 50K. And the C it solves is cash flow at a much bigger scale. Now, step 4 here should be after every exit or equity play, once you've paid down those limits, you can go and apply for larger limits. So at the end of that 12 to 21 month time frame, you can go restack, recycle new 0% credit card stacking at much higher amounts. Typically, this will cap out at 150K on your first run. Now, tools 4 and 5, once term loans are stacked, credit cards are stacked, now we can stack on top the HELOCs and business lines of credit. If your client already owns something, a home, investment property, or established business, they're sitting on capital they don't realize is accessible. So tool 4 is your HELOC. The beautiful thing here is it can be on a primary residence or an LLC-owned investment property for investors. It becomes a revolving line against existing equity, and draw it, use it, pay it down, draw it again. Some of the cheapest and most versatile capital investors can use. Tool number 5 is business line of credit. For clients with an operating business with revenue history, at least 6 months, the same revolving structure secured against the business itself. So key difference here, obviously, HELOC uses property equity, it's revolving, draw, use, repay, repeat. Business line of credit uses business revenue history, revolving, draw, use, repay, repeat. Now, the C this solves is collateral. Both turn something they already own into deployable capital, where if they've got equity or revenue, they essentially become their own bank without having to pay closing costs each time they draw. 5 tools, 3 C's, 1 partner with gapfunded.com. Send us the person who's stuck on any of the 3. We fix it, we fund it, and send them back in under 21 days. For hard money lenders, dead deal becomes a closed loan, plus 30% you never would have made. For wholesalers, assignment survives, you double dip on the commission. For coaches, students not only get into your course, but they stop stalling on execution. More results, more renewals. And for CPAs and bookkeepers, you become the person who solved the problem, not just spotted it. Now, the next dead deal is yours to save. You're going to hit this wall again. The only question is whether you walk away with nothing or you send them to us and walk away with 30% on top. So that's 30% commission paid fast on every tool your client uses. 21 days. That's our guarantee, under 21 days to fund and close. 5 tools covering all 3 C's. There's almost always a path. $0 partner fee, no fee to become a partner. Your own branded portal to track leads and automated commission payouts. It's not a black box. You get to see where these leads are at every stage of the deal. We pride ourselves on speed and high touch communication. So click the link below, fill out the quick application. It takes a couple of minutes. Again, I'm Mick Wadley. Let's go and close something together.